Hello and welcome to Vintage Movie Nights. I am Joe, and with me is my good friend, Mr. Ryan Willer.
Hello.
All right, so Ryan, it's your week to pick the movie.
It is.
I already know what's coming, so I'm just waiting. I'm scared.
You spoiled it.
You blew it!
Let's pretend these are surprises.
Yeah,
No,
pretend. Yeah, we talk about these ahead of time.
we talk about it ahead of time, but we talked about a little bit less this time.
Much less.
Tonight's recording was a last minute thing, but Joe knew it was coming, and I'll say this is recorded around Halloween time. By the time you watch this, it'll be past Halloween. But we are going to watch perhaps what is most our prestigious film yet on this show. From 1973, 51 years old, we are going to watch The Exorcist. And we're going to watch it for a few reasons. One, I have many things to say on whether or not this movie stands the test of time, which we'll get into at the end. Two, I don't think Joe has ever seen this.
No, I've avoided this on purpose. I don't like this movie.
This is a big one for someone to be a first-time watcher. But Joe, how are we feeling? What do you know about this movie going into it? That's what I want to know. Yeah.
So my palms are already sweaty.
They should be.
So movies like Halloween, right. I know they're scary. They don't scare me as much.
Right.
But Ghost, I believe in Ghost. I have had not real personal experience, but I have family members that have had personal experience. I believe in the paranormal. I think it's a real thing. Exorcist, right. and that is just, it's too real. So
possession.
Because I feel possession. Thank you. Because this is borderline real, right? Mm-hmm. There are people who, I'm pretty certain that this is, I don't know if it's based on a true story or based on this, like adapted from a true story, but put it this way, it's based on a true story. Someone somewhere has been possessed, and these are the things that have come from it. So I'm terrified of this movie. Now I'm hoping, my hope, 1973, it's really, really old. It's going to still play really, really old, and I am going to be able to sleep tonight. Those are my hopes.
And that's what we're going to talk about after. No.
Oh, boy.
So I'll say there is very little CGI in this movie, which is what I want to talk about afterwards. I saw this movie for the first time. I want to tell this story beforehand.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm going to tell it here. And hopefully this doesn't get edited out. Me and my buddy Mike Segerman, who you know a little bit.
Okay, yeah. Nobody else knows Mike, but him and his buddy.
my buddy and I, Mike, we've been friends for a long time. I was at his house one night years ago. I was about 12 years old. And there was some sporting event going on. I think it was the NCAA, some college basketball. It was like a night-long thing that their dads were watching in the living room. And I ended up staying the night at his house, and we wanted to go rent some horror movies. So our mothers took us to Blockbuster Video. This is back in the days where we had to go to a video store.
Same mothers that let you watch Cocktail, I assume.
That's right. We did Cocktail, exactly. Which was a very naughty movie when we went back and watched it.
It was a very naughty movie.
It was, they took us to Blockbuster Video. This is back in the days where you had to go to a video store.
By the way, kids, for those of you for any young kids watching this, this was a place where you went and rented movies. It was a weird thing.
Did.
They used to come on like tapes, and you had to rewind them.
We rented Leprechaun. Remember the Leprechaun
Never
movie?
seen. I'm more familiar with that as far as like, I don't think I've ever seen the whole thing, but I think I've actually seen pieces of Leprechaun. Oddly enough,
that could be another movie for us to review on this channel.
Looks like we go.
It might have to be on the list for sure.
Leprechaun.
I just don't want to do horror movies though; they terrify me.
But that's not something. That's a silly horror movie. We rented Leprechaun, and we rented Puppet Master 2. Now, Puppet Master was the string of movies with little puppets that come to life and they scare you.
Yeah, I don't know that one at all.
And we rented the second one of that. And then our mother said, "Let's get The Exorcist." Okay, fine. We don't know nothing, fine, whatever. We go home, we watch Leprechaun, and we laugh. Oh, that wasn't scary. All the cheesiness. And we read Puppet Master 2. That was scary. They put in The Exorcist. And as you'll see, this movie is a slow build.
Oh boy,
I mean, it's a slow build. And to a 12-year-old, you're like, what's scary about this? And it goes, and it goes, and it goes, and it goes. And I was terrified.
So admittedly, of all the movies to come, this is the one that this and The Poltergeist are probably the two movies where I'm the most nervous sitting down and watching. So,
oh no, Poltergeist is fun. This movie's not going to be fun for you. So
these are the two movies. So let's go ahead.
Poltergeist is a fun movie.
Let's just get into it and see what happens. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Guys, luckily I've got liquid courage.
Remember that bedroom window that comes in.
Oh
play.
god, don't start with me already. Seriously, it's just the Exorcist I know is so scary. It's freaking me out. It's too real. Halloween wasn't real. Freddy Krueger is not real. This is real. This happens to people. Mm-hmm. I'm never gonna sleep again. Oh.
So William Peter Blatty is the author of the book that this was based on, and he wrote the screenplay for the movie and also produced it. He was the writer and producer on the movie.
I don't think I've ever been scared to watch a movie before in a long. I don't think I've ever been scared, but I'm genuinely nervous about this. Not acting nervous. I'm genuinely nervous.
No, I could tell. Yeah, you're talking a lot. So.
Well, I always talk a lot,
okay.
but yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
We get that comment a lot. These guys never shut up. Oh, they're going to find a mummy, aren't they? And they're going to uncover it. Oh, boy.
So, yeah, here comes a central character in the movie. This old man. I remember watching this for the first time. I was a little confused, too. It takes place in an area that has nothing to do with the rest of the film. It's a little odd, but it'll make sense as the movie goes on. So he, obviously he's on an archaeologist style dig here.
I always go back to in 1973 when obviously The Exorcist you had to know was going to be scary. Everybody knows it is. So shots like this moment, everybody's probably waiting for that jump scare because it's 1973. Right. The movie's about ghosts. You're expecting something to happen in every shot, I would assume, right?
Movie I've always described as a roller coaster ride. It goes up and up and up and up and up and up and up.
And never comes
that's
down.
All it does. It just goes.
never comes down.
It just builds. I mean, and recognize the elements of the screenplay here. This movie received 10 Academy Award nominations, and it won for 2. One of which was its screenplay. It won Best Adapted Screenplay.
Very few horror movies win Best Screenplays.
It's very true. Let alone get nominated for Best Picture and
right. Yeah, horror movies
that.
Don't have that same impact that romantic comedies and dramas have.
Exactly.
Dramedies.
Yeah. So this is a very well done film in spite of how graphic it's going to get as we go on here. And what's interesting about this scene, and you'll see this a lot throughout the movie, is how many spooky scenes in this take place in broad daylight. Like it's daylight around.
Yeah, that's interesting because that's not common in horror.
It's not common in horror movies. And you'll see when we get to the final exorcism, which takes place at night, that's its own thing. But the lead up, there's so many scenes like this one where you're seeing a lot of things that are really scary that happen in broad daylight.
The clock just stopped.
There you go.
The clock just stopped.
And so he's starting to notice some things right now.
So he's already possessed. I'm going with that. None of this is good. None of this is good.
No, he knows he's being called upon for something.
Oh, that's terrifying too.
the two dogs fighting each other, the symbol of evil versus evil. Yeah. Some shit is gonna go down.
Those are cool shots. Those are fun. Those are good shots.
It's a very well
Nice-
shot movie.
Nice transition to I was gonna say to today, but to
It's the
Georgetown.
same time, Georgetown, Washington. Here is where we're at. Yeah, the great Ellen Burstyn.
Kid, that cigarette's gonna give you cancer. Don't smoke it. Maybe you're not a kid after all. I thought you might be. Maybe you are a kid. I can't tell yet. I haven't decided.
Ellen Burstyn, a great screen actress.
70s decor. I love it. It's just so different watching a movie in the 70s than it was, than watching a movie today.
It's true. Very true.
I mean, who has an orange robe?
Right. So she's hearing some stuff in her attic here.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm moving out of the house this very moment. Let's put it up for sale. Oh, she's about to be possessed. Oh, they got through the window. Oh no. Generally, that's not how ghosts work. They are in the house. Like, it's just very. You gotta have an anchor point.
If a ghost or a demon was gonna possess you, closing the window wouldn't matter. They could
It really wouldn't matter.
keep them out like it's a bird. Pretty sure they could go through that, but whatever.
Just go, Mom.
If Joe's daughter ever becomes possessed, he'll blame his wife. He should have closed the window.
Exactly. What are you doing?
Morning. Good morning, Mrs. McNiels. How are you today?
man.
Fine, thank you.
Well, you got to cook. Things aren't so bad for you. You got to cook. You got help.
Oh yeah, no, she's got servants.
Good morning, Carl.
Good morning.
Oh, Carl, we've got rats in the attic. You better get some traps.
Yeah, rats. That's what goes.
Right. Then we've got clean rats.
No rats.
No
I just
rats.
heard them.
No rats. No rats. We have no rats.
So yeah, you'll see that her character in this is a actress. Yeah.
Oh.
So that's why she has all the help and everything. She's like a famous actress.
Yeah, she's famous.
Carl, take a look at this damn thing, will you? It just doesn't make sense.
Perfectly plain. You're a teacher of the college. You don't want the building torn down.
Come on, I can read for Christ's
Well,
sake.
what's wrong?
Oh, she's an
Well,
actress.
why are they tearing the building?
Yeah, she's
Not
an
a
actress.
producer. She's one of those actresses.
She's an actress.
Hiding?
So that priest you saw right there, he's going to become quite important to the story. See, I don't know what movie she's starring in within this movie, but some kind of protest scene is obviously being shot here. Which back
Look
in
at
the
all that
70s, yeah, it was.
Our movies have none of that equipment.
No, we don't have this many extras either.
No, God, no.
We
They
struggled
cost
to-
money. Are you
we-
kidding
we-
me?
Joe and I struggled to get extras on our movie.
They're filming on film. That's the 70s right there, right?
So here
Interesting
is
push
the
in.
other main character we're gonna meet, who is
He was just in the thing, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was being an extra, but this is the young priest who we're gonna kind of follow. And an interesting story about this actor. So the actor is Jason Miller.
Never heard of him, but that's not surprising. I mean, I was
Yeah.
born in the 80s, so.
So he was a famous stage actor. Well, I'll tell you more about him because there's a connection to him being a playwright that I want to tell you about. But we
Okay,
don't,
very interesting.
we don't see him quite yet. Yeah, we're gonna follow her.
I'm going to walk home tonight because I'm a famous actress and I can still do that in 1973 without TMZ having pictures in my face.
That's true.
Oh, wait, I hear. Is that. Where's the guy in the mask? Where's
No.
the guy in the mask?
No, this is the Exorcist theme you heard. This is tubular
So-
bells.
Sounds
is
a
the theme.
lot like what we just heard with Mike Myers.
It was, but this movie was done before that.
First. Oh, yeah, so they stole. Mike
They
Myers
stole it.
stole the Exorcist theme song.
This would be tubular bells played by Mike Oldfield. That became the Exorcist.
So you
theme.
seem to know a lot about this movie.
I love this movie.
I am definitely out of my depths here.
That's why I wanted to watch it with you.
Oh, I'm so
'cause
scared. Oh, there's the priest.
This is the guy.
There's
yeah,
the priest extra. Oh, the plane just came by right at the right time to drown.
Ooh.
Those were typewriters, kids. People used to use those to write papers.
Before even our time.
Right. I didn't use a typewriter. I mean, maybe like for fun. And I was born in the early 80s. So.
Right? I think my parents had one too, but it was really just,
It was just for fun.
here's a relic from a former era. Blair. Oh, God.
Oh, Linda Blair. See, I know the name. I know the name.
Oh, Mom, can't we get a horse?
No. I'm a no horse family, by the way, just so everybody knows. We will never own a horse in this family.
When can I have
You
one?
know a lot about horses.
I came from horses. We will not have horses in my house. So yes, I'm sitting in the theater in 1973. I am wondering if I'm sitting down to watch a horror film or not at this point. To be honest, like there's not anything scary at this point. So,
Right.
in fact, my palms have stopped sweating because I forget that I'm watching one of the most terrifying or one of the greatest horror films of all time. So I'm good now.
Yeah, so this was Jason Miller. He was a famous, well, not famous, but a renowned.
You happen to know all the boy.
Oh,
I'm a Catholic.
so
Very artsy for 70. Sorry, very art. Didn't mean to interrupt, but very artsy for 70. Like the dark. I mean, that shot is such like
right. You're right.
very specific.
Yeah. So he was a playwright before he became an actor. And he wrote a play called That Championship Season about a group of grown-up basketball players reuniting for their
Semi-pro?
reunion.
I'm just kidding.
Not semi-pro. That's a funny movie. Anyway, he won a Pulitzer Prize for his play, and it was one of my dad's favorite plays because he was a big basketball fan. And Jason Miller wrote that play and then had a small acting career.
Interesting.
That was launched by his performance in this movie.
See, guys, you learn things here on Vintage Movie Nights.
Yeah.
I had none of that. You learn from Ryan. I won't teach you anything.
Right.
I'm very uneducated in that space, clearly.
No, I like this guy. He does a good job in this. He was never a famous actor. He had small parts in movies.
Jamie Miller wrote Semi-Pro, is what I heard. Just kidding.
Jamie Miller wrote Semi-Pro.
I'm just kidding.
Take from that what you will. Patreons and audience members.
Yeah.
Mama?
So he's going to visit his mother here, I believe.
Okay.
Is what is happening.
So Ryan's over here telling us like true history, and I'm like Semi-Pro,
Semi-Pro.
Anchorman. That's what I know. Those are the types of movies I watch. Tommy Boy.
Oh, no, I'm back.
Oh, look at that. That's some good art there, kid. Oh, a Ouija board. It's over. There we go. The most terrifying thing in all of humanity history. It comes in a little box. You can buy it at the store, but it is a gateway to demons. That's what we know. Oh, boy. No, don't show her. Don't show her. Don't do it. This is how it started. It was all. Forget all that scene in Iraq. That didn't matter at all. It's right here. This is where it all starts.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Uh-oh.
You really don't want me
I
to
didn't
play,
do it.
Huh?
No, I do. Captain Howdy said no.
Captain who?
Captain Howdy.
Who's Captain Howdy?
You know, I make the questions and he does the answers.
Oh, Captain Howdy.
Captain Howdy.
He's nice. Okay, yeah, he's nice. Yeah, this is.
Here, I'll show you. Captain Howdy, do you think my mom's pretty? Captain Howdy? Captain Howdy, that isn't very nice.
Well, maybe he's sleeping.
You think?
Yeah, I saw what happened earlier.
Right.
I'd
So
like
if your daughter
not
just
even a
started
good
talking
picture.
about Captain Howdy, you wouldn't be the least bit freaked out, like, you know.
My daughter has been telling me she has a sister, and her sister tells her all sorts of weird things. So I'm a little freaked out going into this now, because I actually just told this to my wife tonight. She's like, "Oh, my sister." And I'm like, "Riley, you don't have a sister. We don't have you. You're the only child." No, she has a sister apparently who does all these things, and like, it's like my sister could play the piano, and I'm like, "What?"
How do you know?
What a great little scene between mom and daughter. Really sets up a very loving, cute relationship here. Good
what they're
chemistry
gonna
right
do.
here. Wholesome family.
Very good acting. And now here we
Yeah.
have the priest. Not only does he smoke, he's a drinker.
Ah, that boy. Ah, cheers, Mr. Preacher.
Okay, so here is the divorce factor at play. Check this out.
For 20 minutes.
I forgot about this.
Jesus Christ, can you believe this? He doesn't even call his daughter on her birthday, for Christ's sake.
Maybe he's in Iraq digging up artifacts.
Right, trying to get a hold of the father.
I'm starting to think that he's in
Good
Iraq.
shot, good shot.
Yeah, I like that. It was a
Panning
really
out
good
and-
pull out, yeah.
Yeah, showing her like the effects of divorce.
And it's crazy. In 1973, they were doing that on film. In today's day, you could do that 100 times. It wouldn't matter. You could delete 70 of them. It wouldn't matter. There's no matter when you're filming on digital. But back then, like, that cost money every time a shot was bad.
What are you doing here?
My bed was shaking.
Bed
See,
was shaking.
that's a reveal. I was right. It's a
You're
reveal.
partially right there.
Oh my god, my bed was shaking. My daughter comes in my room all the time and is like, "Oh, there's monsters," and now I'm gonna have to start trusting her on everything. Oh my god, we have Chucky, we have little dolls that I'm scared of. Now I'm like, this is bad. Those rats, man, they're making a lot of noise up there.
I know, right? Like that's not rats.
That sounds exactly like rats. What are you talking about? That's exactly what a rat sounds like, right?
I've had rats dozens of times. They always sound like that.
That's exactly what they sound like. Mm-hmm. Oh, no electricity. What a surprise. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm freaked out for you. Oh man, I'm starting to freak out again. It's nighttime. I'm freaking out. You know, a little fire in an attic. It's a great thing for it. You know, there's not like insulation and things that can catch on fire up there.
To light your way.
Oh, and obviously be like, ooh. I don't think there's gonna be jump scares. Doesn't seem like the kind of jump scare type movie. This is gonna be more just psychological warfare.
It is. It is interesting that this, compared to a lot of modern flicks, there's not a lot of flashiness to it. It's very bare. It's very subdued.
Raw. It's raw. It's
Raw.
real. It's because it's
Raw,
real.
real.
Oh, the rat trap hasn't been snapped.
Well, you know what? Credit to the servant. He went up there like
He
she told
did
him
it.
to
He
do. and
actually did it.
He's all,
He
put
did it.
traps. It ain't gonna make no difference, but I'll put some traps up there.
You need ghost traps. Where's the Ghostbusters?
Oh,
Christmas.
there's the guy.
I'm just placing
Jesus
my rat
Christ,
traps.
Carl, don't do that.
Very sorry, but you see,
No rats.
rats.
No rats.
No rats. Thanks a lot. That's terrific.
All right, come on. Ooh, she's possessed already. She's being angry.
It's getting a little.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Something's wrong. She got possessed last night when she was at home. Something's not right.
Yeah, Linda Blair
was such a-
nominated.
Yeah, oh,
1973, Best Supporting Actress, Linda Blair.
Supporting actress, she should be best, like, main actress. Man,
The mom,
She-
Ellen Burstyn, got nominated for lead actress.
the way that she was acting was, like, just not over the top, which was great for a movie. Like, that was really well done. And more so, just writing was really well done.
Yeah, well, I agree with what you were saying specifically about that mother and daughter scene before
Yeah, it
when
just
she was laying in bed.
sets her up as a normal person. Otherwise, if
Very-
you jump to this, you're like, oh,
very nice.
she's just one of those angst kids.
Yeah.
Daughter isn't depressed.
You mentioned her father and the separation.
Do you think I should take her to a psychiatrist?
Oh, I think we should wait and see what happens with the Ritalin.
Always.
that's
The
the
medicine's always the answer, guys.
Let's wait 2-3 weeks.
And the lies she's been telling, that's part of it, huh?
Lies?
You know, like saying her bed's shaking, that stuff.
No, that's actually happening.
Have you ever known your daughter to swear? To use obscenities?
No, never.
Uh-oh. We're getting serious now.
Interesting.
Close the door.
Similar to things like her lying.
You-
It's uncharacteristic for
I don't
her.
understand. She doesn't swear.
She let loose quite a string. while I
She
was
let
examining
loose quite a stream.
Mary's rabbit death.
Just- I'm
Well,
blushing
give me
just
an
thinking
example.
about it.
Like what? Specifically, what did she say?
Specifically, Mrs. McNeil, she advised me to keep my fingers away from her. Goddamn cunt.
now she's having a party at her house. This actress. Yeah.
Are we sure this is a horror movie? It's not that scary yet.
Well, it's getting there.
That girl's. Oh boy. You're not really partying.
That guy had his fill. So kudos to him.
Guys, your daughter's sleeping. Could you all keep it down?
They're like playing piano.
The kid's gonna come to the top of this chest to keep it down.
My idea of heaven is a solid white nightclub with me as the headliner for all eternity, and they love me.
I don't have parties like that where people just know melodies on the piano.
Right.
Nope.
Sounds like a bunch of actors to me.
Yeah, well, that's how.
I've been to parties just like this.
Here it comes. Here comes the first.
I think we got a guess.
You're gonna die up there.
Oof.
Again? Oh my God, honey. Honey, what's the matter?
Just pisses her pants in front of everybody.
She didn't know what she was saying.
Okay.
You're gonna die up there, and then peace on the rug.
We're
Oh,
gonna
they're doing a
start
house
going.
call. Oh, here we go.
This was a thing in the 70s, house calls, yeah. So here we're gonna start to really get into it here.
Oh boy.
Great tracking shot. up
She
the
give her a bunch of,
stairs.
yeah, it was a good shot. It's a good shot. Up
Here
the
it comes.
stairs, no
Here it
cuts.
comes. Yeah, here it comes.
There's something, Doctor. Please help her.
Keep away! The sour is mine! Fuck me! Fuck me! Fuck me!
Oh, I don't like this movie.
It
I don't
gets-
like this movie.
It gets worse.
No, I don't like this movie.
It gets worse.
Yes.
We're gonna try to hypnotize her.
Don't make me watch the rest of this.
Well,
You gotta watch it. Come on, man.
Is there someone inside?
Yes.
sometimes.
Oh.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Is it Captain Howdy?
I don't know.
If I ask him to tell me, will you let him answer?
No.
Why not?
I'm afraid.
If he talks to me, I think
Well,
he'll leave you.
the medical
Do you want
doctor is
to
there
leave?
approving of hypnosis.
Yes.
Is all. Why not? Let's try it. Here's this guy.
I'm speaking to the person inside of Reagan now. If you are there, you too are hypnotized. I must answer
I'm
all
not
my
hypnotized at all.
Mm.
Come forward. And answer me now.
Oh. You never asked for them to come forward. What are
Yeah,
you
right.
doing?
You the
He
person
asked for it.
inside of Reagan?
Come forward.
Who are you?
Oh, so great.
We call it.
She's starting to turn. Look at her face.
Yeah, yeah.
Quite frankly, we really don't know much about it at all, except that it starts with conflict.
Great
or
makeup
guilt,
again.
and it leads to the
Very
patient's
realistic.
delusion.
Pretty certain this is ADR, by the way. Just based on the fact that you hear the little echo in the voice, like in the long distance there from the mic. That's common in the 70s, though. Like, you couldn't have put a boom mic. They didn't have lavs back then, so you're putting a boom mic way out. There's no way they would have recorded that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Just technically, I'm just telling you what's going on.
Mothers, I'd like to help you. Loosen the straps.
My daughter is possessed.
You're right.
I see. Well, then let's introduce ourselves. I'm Damien Karras.
And I'm the devil. Now kindly undo these straps.
If you're the devil, why not make the straps disappear?
That's much too vulgar display of power, Karras.
See, even him talking about the advances in medicine at that point.
In here.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
since we've advanced in medicine, we don't have exorcisms anymore.
Right.
Well, maybe we should.
You're helping all older boy, Father.
I'm gonna get my daughter exercised tomorrow just because. Just because.
As a precaution.
She's talking to her sister. She's a great kid. She's a great kid. She's not done anything like this, but I'm just thinking.
If that's true, then you must know my mother's maiden name.
Could it?
What is it? What is it?
Yeah, I think here.
Yes, Father, I'm convinced it's genuine.
Yeah, present his case. Yeah.
Mrs. McNiels.
Yes.
I'm Father Mary.
Come here.
Thank you. Is Father Karras here?
Yes.
Father?
Bring 20 priests. I don't care.
Father Karras.
Right. I don't care what the hell you do. I'm just telling you. This is what needs to happen.
I'm very tired. No. I'd like you to go quickly across to the residence, Damien, and gather up.
Oh, come on. Let's just go. Let's just.
Purple stone.
Yeah, they're gonna have a little
And
discussion.
And your copy of the Roman ritual, the large one. I believe we should begin.
The
I
Exorcist.
want to hear the background of the case first, Father.
Drink. Let's just get to it. Let's get to the exorcism. This movie's freaking me out. Let's just get to the end here.
So when he said there's something I must do at the beginning of the movie, he knew this was coming.
Oh, so this is the guy from Iraq.
Yeah. So you
So
kind of
it's
get
finally going to tie Iraq into this whole entire thing. Come on.
You get the feeling that he's met this demon before in his past.
Right.
Because as the priests were just talking about, he's had experience before.
It's maybe he's it's 1973. They could have done better, but that's all I'll say about that for now.
No, we'll talk about it after. Yeah.
Anything beyond that is dangerous.
but
He's a liar.
but the God says I should. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, but the God says I should. So the doctors say no, but
Go
about what I'm
spike
about
it.
to do.
Fucking.
Remember that. Do not listen.
I think it might be helpful if I gave you some background. Different personalities Reagan has manifested. So far, I'd say there seem to be
You could tell he's clearly experienced.
Yeah.
I like that line earlier here. There seems to be 3 different voices. He goes, oh, there's one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That is true in normal. Everything here, this feels like a very true possession. Like, if you're a believer, like I am, this is all very true.
Right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrified.
I
I know she doesn't die because I've seen the exorcism of Emily Brown where she does die, and I don't think that's this. So.
Right.
Reagan. Raisin? What'd you say?
Oh, her middle name.
Oh, I thought you called her Reagan or Raisin. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Oh, he feels it. He knows. No doubt about it now.
Oh, he just walks in like a boss. Look at that.
That's right. Well, he is the boss. He's got God on his shoulder.
He's fucking exorcist. Yeah,
He's got true belief, whereas this guy's only half belief.
Yeah, he's like, oh fuck, we're gonna do this. That'd be like you and I. Like, geez, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Is this real?
This guy's just going at it. Oof.
As it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen. Save yourself. Who places her trust in thee, my God? Be unto her, O Lord, a fortified tower. In the face of the enemy. Let the enemy have no power over her. And the son of iniquity be powerless to harm. Your mother sucks cocks in hell, Karras.
Her mother sucks cock in hell.
Oof.
Holy Lord, Almighty Father, everlasting God, and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, who once and for all consigned that fallen tyrant to the flames of hell, who sent your only begotten Son into the world, crushed that roaring lion, in your image and likeness.
The bed's lifting.
Into the beast, now laying waste your image. Let your mighty hand cast him out of your servant, Reagan to Reagan.
I love the look. He's like, are we doing this? Like,
right?
This guy's just holding his focus.
He knows what he's got to do.
He's not even fazed by it. It's like just another Wednesday for this guy.
Come on, Reagan. Get through. Get through.
Amen.
Whoa.
The response, please, David.
And let my cry come unto thee.
Almighty Lord, Word of God the Father, Jesus Christ.
Oh
shit.
Oh, shit.
Excuse my language. Oh, boy.
Oh, he's freaked out. Oh, he's going to give the response. Come on.
He's going to run. Oh, there it was.
Ooh.
See the cross of the Lord. Begone you hostile power.
Ooh.
O Lord, hear my prayer.
My cry come unto thee.
The Lord be with you.
Also with you.
This old man, he goes in knowing he knows the assignment.
He knows he's done this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's feeling it though.
A little bit, yeah.
It's a strong possession.
Mm-hmm.
I cast you out, unclean spirit.
Shove it up your ass.
In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. It is He who commands you. He who commands heights of heaven to the depths of hell.
Fuck him.
Be gone.
Fuck him, Karras.
He's feeling it too. It's gonna be up to you, brother. You gotta do it. You gotta do your thing.
Be gone. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and the Holy Spirit. By this sign of the Holy Cross of our Lord Jesus Christ, who lives and reigns with the Father and the Holy Spirit.
Fuck him. Jesus.
It's getting intense.
Defender.
It's real now.
Look down in pity.
You killed your
On
mother.
this your servant.
You left her alone to
Reagan
die.
to Reagan.
Shut up. I'll never forgive you.
Oh, here comes the head again. Oh.
I command you, by the judge of the living and the dead, to depart from the servant of God. It's the power.
I'm like this. I'm like.
It's the power of Christ that compels you.
There it is.
There it is. The power of Christ compels you.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Oh.
The
power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Ah. Ah.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
It's such a great scene. They're into it. I mean, they're doing this.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. He brought you low by his blood-stained cross. Do not despise my command because you know me to be a sinner. God himself commands you. The majestic Christ commands you. God the Father commands you.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
God the Holy Spirit commands you. The mystery of the cross commands you. The blood of the martyrs commands you.
Uh-oh. Main doc is... Oh, I thought main doc was out. I keep thinking that the other guy's going to have to step up.
Right.
Weight of Christ. Prince of madness. You're guilty before Almighty God. Guilty before his Son. Guilty before the whole human race. It's the Lord who expels you. Tired. Let's rest before we start again.
We're going to do it again? That wasn't it. We're not done? Oh, no.
It's like the first half. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oy.
Yeah, I think you have faith now. You should have faith now. This is
I know,
terrifying.
right?
I'm going to church on Sunday. I wasn't going to go, but now I'm going to church. I wasn't going to go. Now I'm going to church. I'm going to church on Sunday. I'm going to church on Sunday. The power of Christ compels me. I'm going. I might burst into flames the moment I walk in, but I'm going. I'm going to church Sunday.
Even exorcists need a break. They're allowed a 5-minute union break.
I mean, that was really, really rough.
What?
I mean, it's not every day you see a person float above their bed.
I still just love as soon as he comes in. He goes in, he knows right what to do. The demon starts cursing at him. Silence! Throws the holy water. Silence! Ugh.
Something bad's about to happen. We got about 12 to 15 minutes left of this movie, and something bad's about to happen. He's going to release her. That's why we have Exorcism 73. Something's about to happen. Come on. The power of Christ compels you. Come on, do it again. Oh, I'm so terrified. This movie is not good. I mean, it's great, but it's not good. It's not good for like weak souls like me. Why did you make me watch this? I mean, she's gonna start stabbing your vagina again if you pull that out. So, like, don't give it to her.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
He's assuring her no. She's
No,
not gonna
I'm
die.
getting back in there.
He's going for it. Do it.
He's gonna be the hero, right? He's gonna get in there.
Get in there,
The
dude.
current father, he's gonna be struggling, and he's gonna get in there and he's gonna solve the problem.
Ooh.
Whoever's at your door, you just tell them to get the F away. Are you kidding me? They're like, who are you going to vote for in this election cycle?
Oh, the detective.
Maybe not the best time, detective. Oh, father's in big trouble.
Yeah, I think he's done.
You killed him? That's not CPR, by the way. That's not how CPR works.
On and on.
That's not at all how that works. Yeah, so even if she gets the demon out of her, like, she's going to jail. Either way, like, get the holy water. What do you can't beat a demon like that. She's significantly stronger than you.
Take me. Come into me. God damn you. Take me.
Oh.
Take me.
Got him to come out of her and into him.
Oh, now we're both possessed.
Oh.
Holy moly. Oh, come on. Yeah, you're dead now. The only person that could help her is dead now.
No, he got the demon to come out of her.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, here's the other priest who.
That dude's dead too, so.
Are you sorry for having offended God? All the sins of your past life.
Uh-oh. I would get as far away from this house as possible. Literally don't care. Just take it anywhere you want. I'm out of here. No. No, I'm not going anywhere near you people.
Yeah, right? The assistant's like, I'm out.
No. I'm out. Nope. I just want to talk to you about the 3 or 4 people of my people you killed.
Right.
Is she safe? I don't know.
She doesn't remember any of it.
That's good.
All done.
Okay. Honey, this is Father Dyer.
Hi, Father.
Hello.
Right, Mrs.
Goodbye, Father.
Goodbye.
I'll call you.
A little bit.
That was a weird reaction, but okay. I think they're setting up a sequel. I know a sequel setup when I see one, even in 1973. I see a sequel setup here.
There was a sequel. It was terrible, but
Father Dyer?
I thought you'd like to keep this.
Excuse me. Uh-oh. That seems weird.
Why don't you keep it?
You keep the portal to hell open.
Mm-hmm.
And well, that will do it. That was The Exorcist, 1973. 3. So, of course, we always ask the same questions. Does the movie stand the test of time? Let's start with that. Ryan, I'm going to turn to you first. What is your thoughts on does that movie stand the test of time?
Yes. 1,000,000,000% yes. This movie...
I'm 1,000% with your 1,000,000,000%.
Right. This looks as authentic as any movie made today. When you talk about horror movies that are made today, we could go on and on about just the rawness, and even in the scenes where it does go over the top, it yet doesn't go over the top. It's just real, and it just all seems very realistic. There is no CGI in it, and it looks better than anything shot today. I mean, it's terrifying.
1,000,000,000% agree with what you're saying. I think the big piece for me is there is no CGI. So it is so real and raw that it will never not stand the test of time. There's never a moment where somebody's going to sit back and watch this movie and go, oh, look at all that. No, this was real. There's a handful of moments throughout the movie, but they are so minimal that it's like this movie 100% feels real today. What would we say it was 51 years
51
later?
years ago, yeah.
I mean, 51 years ago, there's no doubt. Yeah. Anybody that sits down and watches this movie today, they're going to have the same experience that somebody did 51 years ago. There's no doubt that every moment of it, it's like, look, I believe in ghosts. I believe in this stuff. So, like, it's terrifying kind of to watch, and then to see how they just as a cinematographer, how they made these shots.
Right.
It was so simple, but because we're doing this, I kept going. But it was
now you talk so
scary.
To move into the next part. We talk about impact on careers. This made Linda Blair a star, and she went on to do other movies. Ellen Burstyn was pretty well established, but as far as career defining, I mean, it's great acting, but not too much in the wake of that. It put Jason Miller, who plays the young priest, on the map, and I talked about how he was a famous playwright. But I think the more important, so could this be remade today? They did a legacy.
That's a good question.
Okay, yeah. So we'll talk about that.
I mean, there's like 87. By the way, I looked it up when I was buying this. I looked up Exorcist. There was like 27 results, right? So there's a lot of remakes or whatever. I honestly don't think that this movie should or could be remade today because it was so raw from 1973.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sleep tonight as well as I could because I'm going to have a lot of thoughts. Right. There's certainly, it wasn't all good. There's areas where I could pick apart, like the I'll call it time travel or the passage of time, and there was definitely some. It wasn't perfect when it comes to 2024 and the graphics, but I'll tell you what, I watched that. I'm glad I saw it, but it was terrifying. It was very well done.
That's the key point. Small, minimalized, however you want to describe it. I know what you're saying right there because it's just it feels so cold and empty and raw. We keep using that word raw, but I think we're on the same page there. Like just the little scene towards the beginning where the mother is tucking her daughter in, and that little exchange. It's just so very natural, sweet, right? Yeah. And it just feels like, if possession was real, that's what it would look like.
Yeah. even if the makeup was over the top, which it was, like
Mm-hmm.
at the end, not throughout, but at the end, the
Yeah.
makeup obviously of the girl that was possessed is Reagan. Her makeup was a little over the top.
Yeah.
But you take that aside, I mean, the soundtrack, the music, that nothing nothing stood out as being so over the top compared to anything else. So for me, I think this is like an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. This is probably the best scary movie I have seen. So, Ryan, where do you give it in your rankings?
Well, to me, because I'm a fan of the movie, I mean, it's a 10 out of 10 for what it is. I don't know that you can find another horror movie that surpasses this. I mean, maybe you could say other movies are as good as this, but it's like you said, that is such a good point that you bring up, that even when it goes over the top, it's not over the top. It's very appropriate.
Right.
It's very appropriate for what it is. When the head is spinning around, that would seem over the top, but the way they do it in this movie, it's not.
Yeah.
It's very on point.
Admittedly, those two moments are like my lesser favorites, but it was never so to a point where I was like, ha ha ha, that's so bad. You know, guys. So the movie doesn't stand the test of the time 100%. Ryan?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Should this movie be made today, or could it be made today? I don't think it should or could. I think it's perfect as it was.
Hard to top this one, yeah.
Yeah. And then what impact, if any, did it have on cinema or the careers involved? Honestly, for me, like cinema, this was probably the greatest film of all time.
Yeah.
When it comes to horror.
When it comes to horror,
films.
I think, yeah. I mean, I don't. There wasn't too many movies before this that got the prestige that this one did. I mean, 10 Oscar nominations in major categories. Pictured the direction by William Friedkin, who also made The French Connection, which was another great movie, and William Peter Blatty, who won an Oscar for adapting his own novel to a screenplay and producing the movie, is just great. And Ellen Burstyn as the mom, we talked about a great performance. We talked about how tired she looks in this movie.
Right.
And
we're talking about 50.
Right. If you as a parent were going through this with your daughter or my sons, you would just be tired. You wouldn't care about anything else other than making sure they were okay. And that comes through in her performance. And Linda Blair as the girl who gets possessed gets a nomination, rightfully so. I mean, that's clear. And Jason Miller, who plays the young priest who is conflicted, this thing with his mother in the first half, and then just his denial of everything that is going on, even in the face of seeing all of this. And I love the performances at the end where the older priest comes in and he just he knows what to do.
I know exactly what I got to do, right?
He's going.
And Jason, he dies. I mean,
they both die. But Jason Miller is just reacting how probably any of us would react if we were, hey, come help me with an exorcism. Like, are you seeing this?
Yep.
The bed is floating.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, 51 years later, it's still an amazing movie. So
right.
But guys, with that, if you're new here and you haven't done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Throw up those thumbs. Tell me in the comments below. Tell us in the comments below. What did you think? Did you guys like this movie? Is this one of your favorites? Because for me, I'm not going to sleep tonight. This is rough, but I think this might be one of the best horror films of all time, personally.
Yeah.
Like, just it's more up. It's in the mind than it is the jump scares and all that other stuff. This is a good horror film psychologically.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Well, guys, until next time. Cheers. I'm assuming you have a drink.
Cheers.
There we go. And cheers until next time, guys.
All right.
Have a great night, and we'll see you later.
See ya.